I mean, this really takes a couple of things, really. It takes good old-fashioned hard work, right? So, it's a lot of work and also clearly a good growth strategy. So a combination of those things. Maybe for those that are wondering what they can do to get their companies to that raw diamond state, if you will, so that they get them ready to sell. How can we help them visualize what a growth strategy might look like?
You need to really, first of all, realize the bridge that you need to build between where you are and where you want to be, and to see where the growth is going to be coming from. So like growth opportunities, like we have said, they come from either expanding into new geographies or new services, um, deploying technology maybe in ways that you haven't done so far. I mean, exploring new sectors. And, growth enablers are obviously, a sales and marketing team, and good investment in there. High caliber, executive, brain power and executives that want to make it happen. So, maybe if you don't have enough, maybe you can consider hiring somebody that can help you along with that. And obviously mergers and acquisitions. So, I mean, organic growth combined with M&A, it's going to accelerate, whatever growth. But in order to figure out where the growth is coming from, you need to figure out who are your client segments and, the type of client relationships that you need to build. So do you want to be an eminently transactional business, or do you want to create, long-term relationships that are going to turn, your clients into champions for other clients, for example? And, trying to figure out in detail, what are those, customer segments means examining, what geographies, have the type of client that I want, what type of industries can benefit from the services that I offer that I haven't explored yet. Where do we have, in-depth experience? What are the near adjacencies? What type of services, do we see, or what type of, service offerings do we see that are going to be most in demand in the next few years? What do we do distinctly well, and maybe we should explain it better and improve the narrative? What kind of skills do we have that could open, new doors? Or what kind of skills do I already have that could mean I can develop a service based on that? What do I not want to do? Sometimes it's kind of like saying yes to all of this and saying no to that in order to develop that growth. So in essence, it means to really distilling really well your value proposition. And in order to make these things happen, apart from the stamina and the willpower and all of that, of course, you need, in my opinion, good financial muscle flexibility, because if you need to hire executives or a sales team or invest in marketing, or you're considering acquiring, obviously you need money. I think that you need to have a lot of clarity on your revenue streams and the channels that you're going to use in order to get them. You need good resources and good partners. You need technology. You need good strategic marketing, and you need infrastructure. So if you are prepared to do all of that, I mean, you can come up with a plan in order to achieve that. And for some companies, it might take a longer route, but the sooner you think about it, it's like if you wanted to exit in 5 years' time, then you can develop a strategy that gets you there in those 5 years. But you're gonna have to have, all of these things, all these ducks in a row.